I'm in a hidden paradise in Karnataka, in a place so empty and serene that it messes with your sense of reality. You start questioning where you are, or even what year it is. And no, this is not Gokarna, but let me start from the beginning. Here's the truth. India is not known as the best beach destination in the world. The only place where beach lovers still flock to in abundance is probably Goa. It's obvious why. You can roam around in bikini freely, there is a lot of entertainment, there are shacks, restaurants and bar right next to the water. Don't ask me, please, how legal it is, I don't know. And generally there is this vibe in the air that whatever happens in Goa stays in Goa. But not everyone comes to the seaside because they need a beer with the view and a techno sound instead of the waves music. Some people actually come to the seaside because they want to connect with nature, connect with themselves. And if you're one of those people, keep watching this video because the place I'm about to show you will blow your mind. 3 years ago, I was so tired of the constant traffic and noise of Goa during holidays. I absolutely had to escape. So we just got into the car and off we went, heading south. I'd heard about this place in Karnataka, Gokarna, so it's where we went and I had high hopes. We stayed on the far end of Gokarna in a tent, right on the beach, because we wanted to be as close to the ocean as possible. It took a good walk to reach any of the restaurants, and most people we saw in the morning were fishermen. Compared to Goa at the time, it was peaceful indeed. We went on hikes nearby, and as it often happens, the further we hiked, the fewer people we saw. But already then, 3 years ago, I felt like the peace wouldn't be there for long. The vibe, the energy of the place, they were clearly changing. Have you been to Gokarna lately? I'd love to see if it changed at all and how does it look like now in 2025. Let me know in the comments if you've gone there recently. How does it look like? After the trip, it took me almost 3 years to return to the Karnataka coast. And oh my gosh, I think I don't need to long for Andaman and Lakshadweep anymore. I found my coastal paradise. Here, there are no shacks, no bars, it's just ocean, sand and small temples facing the water. Look what I found! I think it's my favorite time pass whenever I came to the seaside is actually to collect the shells, to just release them back into the sea. I never take them home, but just admiring the beauty. It's a type of a meditation, finding the patterns, because that's what the nature is about. It's about the patterns. I cannot express in words the beauty of this beach. The Karnataka coast, the more south you go, it's really beyond words. It's just so different from Goa, it's so different from anything else. It's so quiet and so pristine, and I really hope it stayed this way. The small stretch of the coast where we ended up staying actually had private access. On this beach, you only see people who own houses here, or their guests. In fact, we saw more birds than people, and the only sounds besides nature were occasional temple bells. There is a Naga temple just behind. Yes, let me show you. And the coast is actually full of temples facing the sea. I'm going to show you some of them in this video. I do believe that the Karnataka coast is the most underrated beach destination. And of course it always depends on what's the concept of a beach holiday for you, because if you want to go and have a drink and party and just go to a new restaurant every day, it's surely not going to be the right place for you. But if you value the seaside and the ocean and the shoreline what it is, if you only want to hear the sound on the waves and the laughter of your friends, then this is definitely the place for you. Because also once you step away from the beach, there is a rich spiritual heritage, and it's a living heritage that you see in every village just a few meters away from here. Maybe this is the secret why this space is so powerful, and you feel there is something on an energetic level that actually keeps pulling you towards this majestic area. Come, let me show you more of coastal Karnataka. On this trip, I learned that Karnataka coast is full of beaches like this. And I know that a lot of people, also here on YouTube, are always worried that when you share a pristine beach like this, the crowds will flock to it and ruin it right away. But I see it differently. Those crowds are usually not interested in places where the only entertainment is, in fact, just the ocean. No shacks, no restaurants, no loud music. And by the way, our homestay had an inspiring rule. It's called take your trash back with you. So whatever you ate, whatever you brought with you from outside, the leftovers from your fun are your own responsibility only. It's fair, and I honestly wish every tourist stay would follow the same rules. Because when you look at this beach, you see the results of this decision. But this coastline holds more than just the beauty of sandy beaches. A little further inland, or sometimes right along the water's edge, you'll find temples. Some are tucked deep into the villages, surrounded by fields and homes. Others sit facing the sea, as if in eternal conversations with the waves. They are ancient and very quiet. They are filled with the sound of wind and waves, and with the smell of incense. Time here feels very different. It's not that the clock stops, it simply runs in a different dimension. These temples and villages can only be shown to you by locals, and your role here is of a guest, not an intruder. We came here to see the temple, which is just behind the cameraman, and what I find so amazing about this coastal side of Karnataka, is the positions of the temple. I don't think you will see so many temples with the ocean view. And I always say, also if you watch my previous videos, that the power and the magic and the energy concentration that I see in temples in India, especially in the old ones, is very much about their positioning, where they're located. Each temple is really the part of the environment. It's a part of the forest, a part of the rock, it's a part of the ocean, it's really one. And when you see the deities, when you see the idols, when you really focus on them, you really feel the concept of oneness and the power of the universe. And it's only possible if everything is merged together. There is something so special about the temples that are not on a major touristic route. They are not attractions, they're living spaces of devotion. Don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with travelers stepping into those sacred places. After all, I am a traveler myself. The problem only happens when those places become a checkbox, or a background, an expectation, or even a demand from the divine. Yet I believe that these temples will always be protected from mindless tourists, and here is why. Usually they have little time and a long bucket list. Such places are thought to be unimportant by them, losing their position against the biggest and the grandest sightseeing spots. But the truth is, in no way are they less significant. Even if they're much smaller in size or if they don't conceal the biggest idol, to feel their grandeur, you need to slow down, to merge with the silence, and allow its significance to open up in front of you, because it goes much deeper than the size of the stones it was built upon. If you come to explore the Karnataka coast, you'll feel very welcome. But always keep in mind that it's not the beach holiday when you just laze around in the big resort as everything is served for you. This is a place for true travelers who have an open mind and the eagerness to explore and to feel the place where they are at. Some people will say it's frozen in time, but it is not a bad thing. It is not a frozen in time thing that just never developed. It's just the core essence of the place was preserved. It's hard to believe that this magical stretch of land lies just one day's drive away from Bangalore. If you get a chance, do plan a trip to Karnataka coast. And if there is any place where you think I should go and make a story about, please let me know about it. And I'll see you in the next video.